Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Brianna Wilson. I'm a certified dementia practitioner and the founder of Bambu Care, where you can find us at letsbamboo.com. So for today's video, we're going to be highlighting an example of a delusion that's fairly common, but can take a real ugly turn if it's not handled appropriately. Now, this example comes from a much longer video where we outline different strategies and techniques for dealing with delusions or false memories. So if you're interested in that, there will be a link to that video at the end of this one, as well as linked in the description box, okay? So let me give you an example of a false belief or memory that may be a problem, okay? So let's say that your partner has a friend named Jimmy, and your partner is upset with Jimmy because they falsely remember a time where Jimmy came over and stole their watch. And because of this false memory and belief, they do not want Jimmy over the house. Jimmy is not welcome, okay? Now, this is a problem for you because you already invited Jimmy and May, who's your best friend, over for dinner. And now he's like, no, Jimmy can't come. He's not welcome here. What could you do? Well, you don't want to say, what are you talking about? Jimmy never stole your watch. He's only even been over here one time. And the time he was here, he was sitting on the couch the entire time. You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to ask questions from a place of curiosity. So you could say, oh, really? I didn't know Jimmy stole your watch. When was this? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Well, I would hate to uninvite Jimmy and May since it's so last minute. What if we put your watches in a safe place and when they come over, I'll make sure that I keep a really good eye on Jimmy and make sure he's not touching anything he's not supposed to. Now, they may go for it or they may not. So if your partner were to be like, no, that doesn't work for me, Jimmy is not welcome here, I do not want him here. What you could do is then cancel with May and Jimmy and explain. But please do not throw your partner under the bus, especially if your friends are not very understanding of dementia, because you don't want to taint their relationship. And your partner's delusion or belief could change, okay? And so if it does change, you want to leave that relationship in a good state so that things can basically pick up where they left off, okay? But the whole idea is to avoid arguments by joining your partner in their reality. And you want to think how you would respond if what they were saying were actually true, because it is true for them. But the tricky part sometimes is that you don't want to feed into the delusion, especially if it is harmful. So if it will only increase their anger or resentment towards people. So with the example I just gave, you wouldn't want to say, oh, that darn Jimmy, I can't believe he would do that to you. Why would he steal your watch? Oh my, like you don't want to feed into it like that, okay? You just want to acknowledge and validate the underlying feelings behind what they are trying to tell you.